The boy who saved Lord Rama. One quiet afternoon, Lord Rama left the palace and wandered anonymously through the streets of Ayodhya. He wore ragged clothes like those of a common traveler, and a white scarf covered most of his face. He wished to see his kingdom through the eyes of his people, far away from royal guards and courtly ceremonies. As he walked through a narrow alley, a sudden uproar shattered the silence. "Thief! Thief! He went that way! He was wearing a red scarf! Catch him!" Rama quickened his pace toward the commotion. Just then someone crashed into him, a young man barely on the threshold of adulthood. In his trembling hands was a bag of stolen goods, and around his neck hung a bright red scarf. Rama seized the boy by the arm with an iron grip and pulled off the scarf. Beneath it was not a hardened criminal, but a frightened youth. The boy froze, expecting punishment, but Rama said nothing. Without uttering a word, he removed the white scarf from his own face and handed it to the boy. Then he wrapped the red scarf around himself. Snatching the stolen goods from the young man's hands, Rama turned and ran toward the shouting crowd. The boy stood speechless, unable to comprehend what had just happened. Moments later, the furious mob caught up with Rama. They grabbed the loot from his hands, but in their anger, they never bothered to look beneath the red scarf. Convinced that they had found the thief, they descended upon him. Blows rained down from every direction. Fists struck his face. Feet kicked his body. Rama staggered under the assault, blood dripping from his forehead onto the dusty street. Yet he did not fight back. He raised his arms only to shield himself from the fatal strikes. The crowd's rage knew no bounds. From a distance, the real thief watched in horror. At first, fear rooted him to the spot, but as he saw the stranger bleeding and collapsing under the relentless attack, guilt consumed him. Unable to bear it any longer, he ran into the crowd, pushing people aside. "Stop!" he shouted. "Stop!" No one listened. Tears streaming down his face, the boy cried out with all his strength, "He's not the thief! He's our king! It's Lord Rama!" With trembling hands, he pulled away the red scarf. Silence fell over the alley. The crowd stared in disbelief as the face of Lord Rama emerged before them. One by one, people dropped to their knees. Their anger vanished, replaced by shame and regret. "Forgive us, my lord," they whispered, folding their hands. Despite his wounds and pain, Rama smiled gently. "It's all right," he said. Then, to everyone's astonishment, Rama turned to the young boy and asked softly, "Will you escort me back to the palace?" The boy nodded, unable to speak. Rama covered his face once again, and together they walked away from the crowd. For a long time, neither of them said a word. Finally, the boy gathered the courage to ask, "My lord, why? Why would you endure such suffering for a thief like me?" Rama looked ahead and answered calmly, "It was the only way." The boy listened in silence. "You are young," Rama continued. "Your life still stretches far into the future. Had I simply let you escape, you would have grown more confident in your crimes and planned even greater thefts." He paused for a moment. "If I had handed you over to the crowd, their anger would have killed you. And if I had delivered you to the guards, you would have been branded a thief for the rest of your life." The boy lowered his head. "So I chose the only path left to me, the path that gave you another chance. I hoped that, after witnessing this day, you would choose to use your life for something greater." The young man could no longer hold back his tears. That day, the people of Ayodhya believed that a boy had saved Lord Rama from the wrath of the crowd. But the boy knew the truth. It was Lord Rama who had saved him from death, from disgrace, and from the darkness within his own heart.